And we have the guys from Ashes of the Armada with us today, Chris Vieira. You know what I think is great about you guys is that I booked Chris, and then I noticed it popped up on the Ashes of the Armada page, and I'm like, okay, is the whole band coming, or is it just Chris? So I'm easily confused. But I want to thank you guys for coming by today. What have you guys been up to lately?
Thanks for having us. We've been just mainly writing new music lately. Took a long hiatus, came back in November.
Yeah.
And starting to actually hit the scene again.
Trying to find a new sound. We're trying to finish up our CD that we left incomplete for, I think, like 3-4 years.
That's cool. That's cool. Now, you guys have been... Why did you take the hiatus?
It was just a lot of things. Life was pulling us in different directions, and a lot of us ended up moving. Some of us moved out of state, and it's just the way it goes sometimes.
So the band just kind of... Did you guys just take a break, or did you reassemble since some of the guys moved, or...?
Yeah, I moved back from Texas in last November, and one of the big reasons was because Chris and I had been talking about getting back together and writing more music. It's something we were both passionate about, getting back together and doing.
Yeah.
And so far we've been able to keep, we haven't had to add anybody new. We've just been able to grab guys from the past that we, were with us at one point or another. And
that's cool.
Yeah.
Now, Ashes of the Armada with us today. You can find them on the Facebook, facebook.com/Ashes of the Armada. And for the folks who haven't heard the story, tell me what Ashes of the Armada is. How did you guys get the name and all that? I know I've heard this story twice for Jiggy Jag TV and for this radio show, but we do have lots of new listeners and everything, so... brief us with the story. How'd you guys get the name, and what's the name mean, and all that?
A lot of it stems from we write our stuff as a concept. So, like the album that we're working on is a concept album, and so it stems from that. A lot of it is a story of a guy goes out to sea. They find this relic that does some nasty things, turns them all against each other. So it's also got a lot of really personal stuff in it. It's you don't have to understand the story to get the music and the lyrics, but it stems from that.
Now, how are you guys marketing your music besides Facebook? Do you guys do anything other than Facebook, or? Yeah,
we're everywhere. We really started pushing Bandcamp lately.
That's cool.
We are on.
That's really cool.
Yeah, we're on Reverb Nation. All kinds of places. I'm trying to think of where. Twitter, MySpace. We entered this contest since last time we recorded all of our stuff live in the studio. So there's this contest called Live in Your City, and it's through it's called Bands in Your Town.
That's
through
cool.
Them. So there's this internet contest, so we're on that. So we're really outreaching everywhere.
That's really cool. Now we're gonna play The Sea, the Abyss here in a few moments. Tell me about this track.
Well, it's a lot of chaos bundled in about 4 minutes. Really fun song to play.
So, what's the concept behind this? Just craziness bundled into 4 minutes? Is that?
Yeah, that sums it up pretty nicely, I think.
Yeah. If I remember right, it's like the point in the story where they're setting sail out to find whatever it is they're looking for before they find the relic. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a song that deals with kind of being separated from home and leaving all your, family behind to go set out on your adventure in life.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Well, here it is. It's Ashes of the Armada, The Sea, the Abyss, and it's here in the world famous Jiggy Jaguar.
consider what impatience force your stars and planets in a different course. I stare against the motions, nor am I borne back by all the current of the sky. Hell given and hell caving. The ocean swells, magnify. As the sky turned against us, as the gods cast us aside, shepherd abandoning shade. Black clouds and burn thoughts, black waters and lost hope. Loving ghosts in the shadow of a hearted sun, have been stand together. For God tries to overcome the reality of this moment. The day lives and the devil walks with him. Remain strong and or in the drivers will pass. Remain strong in mind and you will conquer the sky. And we sail on, let us descend into the blind world now. Stand together. The mental chains will apart like the take us shelter around it. The hellish hurricane which never rests. Spirits with his violence. It harasses them. White knuckles clenched day. The heavens crashed. I faded, Spider-Man by death, and that now as a dead body. I faded, Spider-Man by death, and then fell as a dead body.
It would help if I didn't talk to the guests during the actual song and actually, I don't know, watched the clock. It is the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar experience. I spend 90% of the time in concert promoter mode anymore. And so when I hear something and I talk to people, I'm like, that would be kind of a cool idea. But we've got Ashes of the Armada with us today in studio, and you guys are all living in. You got one guy that lives here in Hutch, and then you've got the most of the group live in Wichita. We were talking a little bit about some of the gigs you have booked. You guys are playing Third Thursday, I believe, this month.
Yep.
And what are some other gigs that people need to be aware of that they can come out and see you guys?
Third at El Dorado High School. We're playing some kind of fundraiser event.
It's the 4th annual 3rd of July Fest, I think it's
Yeah,
called.
it's,
Wow, that's kind of cool.
we're playing live, so like I think 10 or 10:30 at night.
And then July 4th, to really, be festive with the anarchy of America. Yeah, we're doing a house show in Wichita. That's going to be in the afternoon. So I'm expecting a lot of explosions.
Expecting a lot of explosions. That would be that would be interesting. Now,
Do not try this at home.
Jennifer, do you have any questions for our band? Because I know that you're kind of the as cousin Chris from Jiggy Jag TV likes to call you, the band sponge. But go ahead.
The band sponge. Okay. So, basically, everything that you write, does it come from just random thoughts, or is it actual living experiences? Like,
As
far as like lyrics for music.
yeah, lyrics.
Yeah, lyrics. It's a lot of life experience, and then you kind of package it into like a story form. But you do your best to make each track, relevant outside of the scope of the whole project as well. But it's a lot of life experience.
Okay, so Who's your biggest inspiration?
We have a lot of them. Lately, we've been on a Dillinger Escape Plan kick. Yeah, we draw from everything. We like, you know, crazy music that people put out. We love jazz too. We're jazz musicians as well. So we kind of like it all.
So we've got Ashes of the Armada with us today here on the program, and you guys are up and running again, doing the music thing. Are you guys writing any new material or anything?
Been trying. We have a couple of new songs written for the CD that we want to start after we finish this one. But it just kind of, after coming back to it, after not writing together for like so long, it's difficult to find the sound that we want to go with.
Yeah.
We've just kind of been experimenting with different new tunings and ideas.
It's the great Ashes of the Armada. I've known these guys for a heck of a long time. You guys have been up and down the highways and the byways. The other day when they had the McGraw's auction, I was thinking back to all those shows that you guys played at McGraw's,
Yeah.
and it's do you think that the age of the big bar like that, the big rock club, is over, or do you think that something like that could sustain itself in today's environment as far as music and the economy and everything?
That's a really tricky question. It depends on the type of music, for one. The scene has to be right for what type of music you're willing to put into your venue. Like a lot of our stuff, you know, we're not necessarily meant for a lot of bar music, whereas, you know, DJs and stuff like that are more accessible to just go out and dance to.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it can thrive. It just has to be the right mix of circumstances.
It is a fantastic time to talk with Ashes of the Armada here today. You guys have just managed to get all sorts of different people into your music. I've seen people at your shows in the past that you would never see, you would never think would come to a hardcore metal type show. You guys and Victims of Spotlight from here in Hutch, you guys have just the craziest fan base, because it's like, I go to a Voss show and I see old ladies. I go to your show, I see, you know, all these little hot chicks that you would think would be at like a Justin Bieber concert or at your show. Why do you think that your music reaches out to people that are not wouldn't be in your typical demographic for your music?
I think there's a couple reasons for that. Really specifically, years back, we had this one friend who we didn't know him before we ever played a show, and he came up to us and he's like, you know, I didn't even like the kind of music. I wasn't into metal, anything like that. But then I saw how you guys just all seemed like best friends, and you were just having so much fun doing it that it made me get into it. So I think a lot of it stems from that. We're really outreaching towards people. We love to make new friends and talk to people, and you know, we're not too stuck up to, you know, just chat around with people for half an hour or however long. So that has a big draw on it, I think.
Well, it's an amazing time. Ashes of the Armada with us today. Now, we're gonna play some more of your music throughout the show. We're gonna be talking to you guys throughout the program here. We're gonna take a quick little time out here, and when we come back, we are going to get to our other guest that is sitting over there with Jennifer. He is I don't know what you would categorize. Would he be a rapper, Scott? Would he be considered a rapper, or would he be considered a?
Yeah, I'd give him a rapper.
Okay.
King Bellator reference, give him Bellator tournament champion too. So give him that too.
Well, we're gonna do this. We're gonna take a time out. When we come back, we've got more. So stay tuned here on the world famous Jiggy Jaguar.